Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for liking the videos, sharing the videos, and your subscription on YouTube. Okay, so right now there is a falling wedge within a big symmetrical triangle here. Okay, for XRP. So you've got support, resistance there. Sorry, resistance there. You've got support there, support there, support there. So using the wicks, we're trapped inside this big symmetrical triangle, and then if we use the candle bodies where they're opening and closing, you can see that we've got this falling wedge right now for XRP. Okay, so it's all about staying within this pattern, okay, because this is basically the symmetrical triangle is a neutral pattern. It can break out to the upside or it can break down to the downside, but the bullish pattern within the symmetrical triangle that I'm looking at on the monthly time frame is this falling wedge, that when you break this resistance and start to close above that, that could be a precursor to the fact that you're going to break this resistance of the symmetrical triangle, and at that point you're going to start to come up and retrace to where you created the top of the triangle. Okay, and it does actually have a breakout target, and the breakout target of a symmetrical triangle is from the first point of contact all the way down to the base of the triangle. And you can see that wherever you do start to break out, like I said to you, you know, wherever it is, then you're looking up there, aren't you? You know, you're attacking the all-time high there for XRP, okay, and you really are breaking out. But that's further down the line, hopefully, for everybody, okay? There's absolutely zero guarantees, but what's happening here is we're getting this price compression. So what I think you're looking at here is there's waves within waves, basically. So you've got some kind of A, B, okay, then a C, then a D, and right now you're looking at some kind of E wave down, okay, which is sort of the end of this 5-wave pattern going sideways within these larger patterns, okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see between each wave you started to compress, okay. So compression leads to expansion. So what I'm anticipating here for XRP, hopefully right now, if we can continue to hold this low, and especially this low right now, okay, the marks in the red lines, look, you've got 51 cents and you've got 55 cents for XRP. If we can stay within the realms of this support, okay, not lose it, then this will start to coil up as it is. Look, you can get this price compression, and at some point when XRP starts to break out, it's going to be absolutely beautiful for XRP, okay, and all us XRP holders. Now, there is a latest end date to these compression patterns. So just here on the monthly time frame, we've got this beautiful falling wedge, okay, which is a bullish reversal pattern that once you break resistance, you do tend to come up and retrace to each point of contact on the wedge. I've taught you that much, and we've traded lots of these on the daily, on the 4-hourly, okay. They're bullish reversal patterns. Not always, not guaranteed, obviously, but if we do start to lose support, obviously you can see that's negative, you know, and it is what it is, and we'll trade and act accordingly. There's no guarantees, okay. It's also about support and resistance, but you can see at the latest, this compression here can get all the way before we get a decision and a breakout by the 1st of, well, literally the 1st of September this year, okay. And then the larger symmetrical triangle that we're actually caught inside of here for XRP could go on as long as January next year, okay. So you know, one precursor to the fact that we are breaking out, okay, is the fact if we start to break this bullish reversal pattern, which is basically a descending wedge, falling wedge, whatever you want to call it, if you do start to come up and close outside when it's at resistance and fall back to support, it will start to look extremely bullish, even though you're coming back, getting really close to the apex, and at some point you break out. That's a bullish scenario right now for XRP, okay. A lot of people say that I'm calling for a 27, 28 cents XRP because I covered it in the video yesterday. I'm not. What we've got here is a bullish continuation pattern for XRP. Okay, like I said to you, you come up impulsively like this. Let me show you right now. Okay, we can't ignore the patterns that the XRP is creating. You come up impulsively, correctively, impulsively, correctively, and this is a correction, coiling up, coming back to support, holding a series of high lows, okay, and a series of lower highs. You're compressing. You're getting compression before expansion. Okay, now expansion can lead to that, or it can lead to this, obviously. Now, if you do start to come down and lose these lows that I've given you here for XRP, then obviously you're rolling, and you continually roll here. Look, you're rolling, 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 rolling like that, okay. But you're actually coiling up here. You're coiling up in a bullish reversal pattern for XRP on the monthly time frame. So it's horrible, it's nasty, it's heinous, okay, but this coiled up and broke out, okay, and this is what happens, okay. If we move back to the chart here, let's go back here, you coiled up here and you broke out, didn't you? Just there, you coiled, look at this symmetrical triangle again. I've charted this before. What happened? You got really close to the apex here, you're coiling up in a symmetrical triangle. Oh no, it's horrible, it's bear market, but you was holding a series of higher lows. You've got that nasty wick there, that would have scared the hell out of people. I wasn't around XRP then in 2016. I got involved in March 2017, okay. This breakout, this one I got involved. Look, and we got boom, expansion, compression. What happened? expansion. Okay, so you know that's how close it can get to the apex right there of a pattern. So let's keep an eye on this, because it could go the whole way here. Honestly, it could go the whole way, and let's keep an eye on this. And obviously we all want it to compress and expand to the upside. That'd be amazing for all of us that are sort of involved in XRP and have got the belief going forward, because I do believe that this is fantastic tech. And you know, I've tweeted about this, I've made many videos about this as well, and it's just like I've said to you so many times, patience is key with XRP. So you know, for me to see this compression right now for XRP, we do need to see some things, okay, alternatively to XRP. One is the DXY, okay, and I've gone through this with you before. The DXY needs to be looking toppy, it needs to look like it wants to roll, because XRP and crypto only really goes up significantly if the DXY is falling. And you know, I did cover that in yesterday's video on Bitcoin. The DXY looks a bit toppy at the moment. It's got room to grow, obviously, but it's there or thereabouts, and it's looking like it wants to roll. Equally, there's another indicator, as well as on-chain analysis, which I've been covering quite a lot. There's the CBBI indicator, and I'm going to show you this right now for those that are new to the channel, okay? So looking at CBBI here, I'm going to show you that what I'm looking at right now. I do think that we're missing this final fifth wave, and the CBBI is backing up that theory as well. We've had this big first impulsive wave since the big push down, the bear market. Look at that. That's a bear market. Look at that bear market structure. You're coming down, coming down, coming down. Lower highs, lower lows. Boom. You're coming down. You know, you're crashing. You're coming down. There's no end to it. Again, bear market. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. You're coming down. Okay. Now this, to me, this structure right here, the CBBI, is already showing that the structure of this particular bull market is completely different to the previous ones. Okay, because of the corrections and the impulsive moves that we're going through. So just here, I do anticipate that what we're looking at was the end of the bear market in 2018, and then into 18, from 2018 into 2019, we put in a big impulsive move, okay? And then from 2019 into 2020, we put in a large ABC correction, a corrective phase of a bull market, okay? Wave 2. And then from 2020 into 2021, we put in a huge impulsive move, which was the third wave, in my opinion. Okay, this is something I'm looking at, technical analysis, and right now we've come back, since 2021, we've come back in a huge wave 4 correction, okay, a big ABC correction right now, okay, and I'm trying to find the lows for you, okay, on all the projects, but I do think it doesn't matter, because I think that we're missing this final fifth wave, which sees us break this and goes to 100, because historically, you know, this CBBI indicator has always gone to 100 in each and every single bull market, okay, since the crypto bull markets began. So for me, big impulsive move, big corrective move, big impulsive move, big corrective move, and we're missing this kind of final fifth wave, this big blow off top, this big mania rally where everyone thinks that they're going to get ultra rich, okay, taxi drivers, hairdressers, everyone's talking about crypto like they're going to make money tomorrow, and that's the point in which you sell, by the way. But again, nothing to say is financial advice, and one thing that could indicate it, you know, a good time to take some profit and sell and jump ship is when this CBBI indicator gets to 100 again, okay? But again, there's no guarantees, but you know, it is kind of mirroring up with this big ABC correction of wave 4. We are coming back into some kind of bullish pattern here for XRP and calling up, like I said to you, in the apex right there, and I've shown you where we've got compression into expansion before. So again, there's no guarantees, but this is just something I'm looking at, you know, and it's all about holding them lows right now to keep them technical bullish patterns intact for XRP. So that's basically XRP, okay? I did say to you, let me jump into the daily time frame right now for XRP. So looking at XRP on the daily time frame here, I'm trying to work it all out, and at the minute you can see, right, what we've got is this white line, which is basically $1. You can see that what we've got here for XRP on the daily is this resistance here was held as support, lost it as support, and now it's key resistance going forward, and we've only had 1-2 retests of it as resistance. So I think that what you've done here for XRP, something's happening a month apart, okay? Equally, this white trend line is the psychological level of around about $1, okay? 99 cents, $1. It's there or thereabouts, isn't it? You can see. So you've got major support here that's now major resistance, okay? And I do think that XRP is looking for another retest of this as resistance, and I do think that once you get to that, you will see a big correction. You will see a sell-off into that $1, okay? You know, it's a psychological level. Could be wrong, could break it and carry on, who knows? But what we're doing here for XRP, you've got this resistance, okay, and then you've got that high just there that you put in on the 23rd of December, sorry. You ran into it and then you rolled, okay? But what happened here when you rolled, you came down and you made this low a month later on the 22nd of January. Then literally a month later, you made a higher low after coming back up, trying to retrace to it, getting rejected, and then coming back in a higher level of support, okay? So you're effectively moving up the stairs here, slowly but surely, trying to get to that level of resistance. Do you understand that? So, you know, this is quite nice market structure that Bitcoin, that XRP is creating, sorry, because what you've got is you've got a low, okay, then you've got a high, and you've got a higher low, and you've made a higher high just there, okay, on that wick. So what you're doing right now, if you hold this support just here, you're actually creating another higher low. And like I said to you, something's happening a month apart here. 22nd of Jan, we've got a low. Then the 24th of February, month later, give or take a few days, you actually put in a higher low. Then a month later, on the 28th of March, you put in a local high, a higher high than this, okay? So right now, potentially, XRP is coming back, and we're around about the 28th of April right here. If this support can hold, okay, this is fantastic. If this support holds right now, potentially you bottom out on this bottom here, okay, and you've come down, you've had your correction, you know, which is still a higher low than that and a higher low than this, most importantly. If you hold this support, you could coil up, and then a month later, in May, you could be up there attacking that white line again, okay, for XRP. So this could be an amazing area to go long at the moment. But what I'm looking at, for example, if we are retracing back down to this low, then you can see we've held the 702. Do you see that? Fantastic area to this low, okay? Ignore this low at the moment. Let's say we've come up impulsively, and right now we're retracing to this low. You've come down to 702, which is a nominal retracement. If it gets a little bit nasty, then I would imagine you're going to lose this low. That could make people get really bearish, but at that point you could wick off for 786 at 06150 if the correction's not quite complete yet, and you are looking for another little dump down to that, and then this is where you start to coil up and start to come back up in May, okay? So there is a potential scenario, and what we're looking at right now, that, you know, this is the low. We've held it on the 702. We're coiling up, and we're going to start to come back up, okay? And we basically come down like this, coil up, and then you break out. So let's say we mirror this sort of level of consolidation right now. We've come down into correction. Everyone's really bearish. Let's have a look at this and potential scenario playing out right now for XRP. And I've gone through this with you before. So we've come down, and then we're going to consolidate, and we're going to go up, basically. So let's have a look where we could actually end up. If we get that on there like that, you could see, boom, you know, an impulsive move like that was, you're up there, for no reason you broke out, and again, if you did start to do the same, you're on that white line, aren't you? Okay, and that's $1, and from here right now, with a really, really tight stop loss, okay, you could be looking at a monster 52% long opportunity on XRP when everyone's really bearish and all you're doing is holding the lows, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So yeah, so there's no guarantees of anything. This is why you always use stop losses. People say, where's your stop loss? Well, obviously, you know, this would be a really good area to put a stop loss in, this low, because obviously if you come down, you lose that low, you're invalidating this move. So that's a good area to put a stop loss. But again, you know, risk management, you do you, I do me. I'm just showing you what the chart's potentially telling me, okay? So if this is the scenario playing out, we've come down and we're coiling up like we did there, then you could see we're looking at $1, aren't we, sometime in May, which would be amazing, okay? Like I said to you, things are happening a month apart here for XRP. You've got your low, you've got your high low, you've got your local high, and right now, literally a month later, 28th tomorrow, we could be putting in another higher low here, and at that point we start to come up and we're actually breaking out and putting in a higher high, and at that point we get rejected, start to come back down in a deeper retracement leading into June. Everyone thinks, oh shit, it is a bear market, but when you start to zoom out, you're creating a massive monster, the potential inverse head and shoulders, and equally a whopping ascending triangle here, that eventually when you break that $1, you're looking at explosive breakout here for XRP, okay, because you're building this foundation, this structure, this bull market structure after this large correction is over. There's a potential scenario that I'm looking at, and for that to be valid, the E-wave has to be done and complete as well, okay? So this is something that we keep an eye on going forward. To invalidate this, obviously XRP comes down like this, falls through this support, falls through that support, and you roll basically. And this is why you always set stop losses in your trade. So, you know, what I'm looking at here, providing XRP can coil up here, hold this low, you're looking at a beautiful 52% move for XRP up to that $1 mark right there, okay? So happy trading, everyone. You can do this on Bybit. The link is in each and every single video description. Always use stop losses, okay? Never be a degen, never over leverage, because we could be looking at a beautiful impulsive move leading into May, okay? And good luck, everyone. And remember, there's no guarantees. This is why you use stop losses. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.